Archer's Be Here, Wow adventure. For Archer, a Be Here, Wow moment for me every single day. Love, Dad. Hey, Mountaineers. Right now, this very moment is full of magic. You don't have to search far to be amazed. Just stop, look, and say, Be here. Wow. Archer was ready, not to go somewhere else, but to be right here. With each step, he reminded himself, Be here. Wow. What's something around you right now that makes you smile? A rainbow stretched across the sky, appearing as if by magic. Wow! The sun and the rain weren't fighting. They were working together to create something beautiful. Archer smiled. Be here. Wow! What's something beautiful you experienced today? A tiny spider spun its web, one thread at a time. Wow! It didn't rush. It didn't worry. It just created, trusting the process. Archer watched closely. Be here. Wow! When was the last time you slowed down and just watched something? The brook whispered as it moved. Fish glided through the water, flowing without force. Wow! They weren't in a hurry, yet they never stopped moving forward. Archer took a deep breath. Be here. Wow! Can you move gently today, like the fish in the water? Above him, squirrels leaped from branch to branch, fearless. Wow! They didn't hesitate. They trusted themselves. Archer laughed. Be here! Wow! What's something you've done lately that took courage? He tossed a pebble into the pond. The ripples spread far beyond where it landed. Wow! A tiny action could change everything. Archer watched in awe. Be here. Wow! What small thing could you do today that might make a big ripple? A small caterpillar inched forward, completely unaware of its future. Wow! It didn't know it would fly someday, but that didn't stop it from growing. Archer leaned in closer. Be here. Wow! What's one way you're growing, even if no one sees it yet? A hummingbird hovered mid-air, its wings moving faster than Archer's eyes could follow. Wow! It wasn't rushing. It was balanced, moving, and yet still at the same time. Archer took another deep breath. Be here. Wow! Can you find stillness even when you're moving? Archer finally understood. Happiness wasn't in the past. It wasn't in the future. It was right now. And all he had to do was stop, look, and say, Be here. Wow. What's your be here wow moment right now? thank you for coming on this journey with me today. You made it. Right here, right now. And guess what? That's exactly where all the wow is hiding. So let's begin this silly, sparkly, and totally spectacular Be Here Wow meditation. Take a breath in like you just smelled fresh baked cookies. And now breathe out like you're blowing the biggest, shiniest bubbles ever. You ready to pop them? Pop. 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 Yes, you're already doing it. You're wowing. Isn't it great? Now, imagine you're sitting next to Archer. Muddy knees, grass in his hair, and the biggest grin ever. You're not climbing a mountain today. Nope. You're climbing into the moment. So, let's get silly and still at the same time. Yes, it is totally possible. Archer says so. So, let's center ourselves with 3 wowing breaths. Breathe in like you're seeing a double rainbow. What? Now breathe out with a little shoulder wiggle. Ooh, yeah, rainbow shoulders. Oh, yeah. Now let's do it again. Breathe in the whoa. And breathe out the wiggle. Be here. Wow. Inhale. Best day ever. And exhale. I love my life. Okay. Now that you're totally here and totally wowed, let's start the real magic. Now, just sit for a moment. Can you feel it? Your heartbeat? The breath in your nose? The itch on your knee that just reminded you you're human? That is all part of the wow. Right now, there is a world inside you and all around you. A world where caterpillars dream big, where pebbles make ripples, and squirrels leap like fuzzy superheroes. Can you feel it? It's not in the past. It's not coming soon. It's here. It's now. And it is wildly wow. Now, place a hand on your heart. Do you feel that beat? That's not just your heart. That is the drum of aliveness. Right now. Not later, not someday, now. Whisper this to yourself. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for the wow hiding in plain sight. Now give your toes a wiggle, your shoulders a jiggle, your face a ridiculous squiggle. Go ahead, throw in a chicken dance if you want. Why? Because you're here. And that is worth celebrating. Wherever you go next, remember, the wow doesn't live on a mountaintop. It lives in your toes, your teeth, your tacos, and your today. So stop, look around, and say it with Archer. Be here. Wow. Take one final breath in and let it out. You don't need to chase the moment. You are the moment. Like a wise man named Eckhart Tolle once said, the present moment is all you ever really have. And this moment is all you need. It's where the wow lives. If there's someone in your life who brings the wow, someone who makes you laugh, who helps you breathe, who reminds you to be here, share this experience with them. A friend, a sibling, a grown-up who's still a kid inside. Because at Mind Mountain, we are all about the wow. The big ones, small ones, quiet ones, and belly laugh ones. Be here. Wow. See you next time, Mountaineers. And don't forget, right now is pretty wow.